Shut up!
Whoa. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You looking at me, but I'm looking through you. I see the blood in your eyes. I see the love in disguise. I see the pain hidden in your pride. I see you're not satisfied. And I don't see nobody else. I see myself. I'm looking at the mirror on the wall. Here we are again. Yeah. Through my rise and fall. You've been my only friend. Yeah. You told me that they can understand the man I am. So where are we? Here, talking to each other again.
I used to always turn to drugs when, just I was feeling a certain way. And now that I'm not doing that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when the pressure builds up, I'll call, Bino and be like, that's all I just wanted to say, mommy.
You never got to have that mommy experience.
No. And she never, not once. Not once she ever told me that she loved me. I mean, I don't sound like a sucker.
You don't sound like a sucker.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, a lot of people.
A lot of people don't get that. So, I mean, what's the big deal? So what? She didn't say she loved me. So what? I'm here. I'm healthy. You know what I mean?
But
I got kids. I got a good career.
I wake up screaming in my sleep every fucking night. Open up my eyes to cold sweat, bloody clothes from my nose. Yeah, nothing nice. Father, I killed a man, but I had to do it. Only thing is, he is me. How the fuck you couldn't get me through this? My skin is bluish. Voices in my head saying don't be stupid. All you have is in that bag, you better use it. Cut it, snuff it, puff it, shoot it. Only one I trust now is myself. These motherfuckers Judas. Gun in my pillow, cause all I feel is this paranoia. Holes in my wall from all them nights that I was feeling forward. The devil's here, but I'm still awake. Then I broke the mirror, cause I seen his face. Even my bitch corrupted. I fucked the pussy till it's bloody. Took it out and then she sucked it. Told me that she loved it. Everything is black, I think I am deceased. I am a ghost without the bed sheets. XB.
Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night.
Oh, that darn paperwork. Wouldn't it be easier if it all just blew away?
Don't let it happen again.
Yes, well, I'll try to be less careless.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Whew, she's nuts.
This is my mom.
Dad? Why are you doing this to me?
Move back. Come on, move back. Hey, move.
You don't have to do this to me, please.
Doing what? What do you mean?
Come on. Mary, please.
Dad?
No! Mary! Mary! Oh, God. No! God, no! Oh, God, no, please!
Mom, come on.
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Foot on the devil's neck till it drifted Pangea. I'm moving all my family from Chatham to Zambia. Treat the demons just like Pam. I mean, I fuck with your friends, but damn, Gina, I've been this way since Arthur was Anteater. Now they wanna hit me with the woo after bam. Trying to snap photos of family. My daughter look just like Siiiiimple. You can't see her. You can feel the lyrics, the spirit coming in braille. Tumbling of the underground, come and follow the trail. I made Sunday candy, I'm never going to hell. I met Kanye West, I'm never going to fail. He said let's do a good ass job with Chance 3. I hear you gotta sell it to snatch the Grammy. Let's make it so free and the bar so hard that it ain't one gosh darn part you can't tweet. This is my part, nobody else speak. This is my part, nobody else speak. This little light of mine. Glory be to God, yeah. I'ma make sure that they go where they can't go. If they don't wanna ride, I'ma still give them raincoats. Know what God said when he made the first rainbow? Just notice at the end if I'm too late for the intro. I'm just having fun with it. You know that a nigga was lost. I laugh in my head cause I bet that my ex looking back like a pillar of salt.
You, Daddy, you told me that you weren't leaving. You lied to me, Dad, and now you made Mommy sad. And I bought you this coin. It says #1 dad. That's all I wanted. I just wanna give you this coin. I get the point. Fine, me and Mommy are going. But baby, wait, it's too late, Dad. You made your choice. Now go out there and show them that you love them more than us. That's what they want. They want you more, so they keep screaming your name. It's no wonder you can't go to sleep.
Yeah. 3 in the morning on the West Side Highway, top down, baby. Motivation for
the blueprint,
me.
baby.
It's them telling me what I could not be. Oh well.
Hey, this is a special dedication. Thank y'all. I want to thank you for the fuel. No, really, thank you.
Hey, y'all gotta hit this shit.
I felt so inspired by what my teacher said. Said I either be dead or be a reefer head. I'm not sure if that's how adults should speak to kids, especially when the only thing I did was speak in class. I teach his ass, even better's what my uncle did. I popped my demo tape in, start to beat my head. Peeked out my eye, see if he was beating heads. He might as well said be the kid, he's on the list.
Daddy-o! What's up?
Will, I'm glad you're here. Some business came up I gotta handle. So we're gonna have to put our trip on hold. You understand?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Just for a couple of weeks.
I understand.
Yeah, maybe a little longer.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details, okay?
Yeah.
It was great seeing you, son.
You too, Lou.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Will.
You know what? Actually, this works out better for me. You know, the Slimmies of summer come to class wearing next to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Will, it's all right to be angry.
Hey, why should I be mad? I'm saying at least he said goodbye this time. I just wish I hadn't wasted my money buying this stupid present.
I'm sorry. If there was something that I
Hey,
could
you know
do.
what? You ain't got to do nothing, Uncle Phil. Hey, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's Daddy coming home, you know? Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? Hey, I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I,
Yeah,
Uncle Phil?
you did.
Got through my first day without him, right? I learned how to drive, I learned how to shave, I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. To hell with him! I ain't need him then and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm gonna have me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
I will burn this planet down before I spend another minute living among these animals.
Mr. Gallagher, this won't take long. I called financial aid, and they contradicted your assertion that your bill was a slight hiccup. They've been trying to get in touch with you.
There might be some truth to that.
Apparently, time's up.
Yeah, there might be some truth to that.
In my Mother's Day, they say someone like you was being smart.
My day, they just say I'm being an asshole.
But an asshole that knows how to make a hell of an impression. You look like a Sheila self-portrait.
What?
It's a shame you're leaving school. You're a smart one.
Like smart or asshole smart?
Both. Close the door on the way out. What are you doing?
Why call financial aid? I mean, why take such an interest?
It's my job to take an interest in my students. I'm not sure what you think you're doing, but there's a policy against fraternizing with your professors.
No, I don't want to fraternize. I want to fuck you.
People are built different. You don't need to figure it out. You just need to respect it. If that's not a mic drop right there, what else we dropping? Hopefully that fat ass.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference.
All right, so we'll get into the big book and the 12 steps a little later tonight, but I always love to hear everyone's stories. Why don't you talk tonight?
Drugs got me sweating, but the room getting colder. Looking at the devil and the angel on my shoulder. Will I die tonight? I don't know, is it over? Looking for my next high, I'm looking for closure.
Nature into something to be feared, and generally speaking, when humans fear things, we destroy them. Take, for example, the shark. Sharks pose no significant statistical danger to humans, yet we fear them because they are monsters who eat humans, and we are humans. So every year we massacre sharks by the millions. Because we live in an anthropocentric world, being concerned about this is basically a fringe cause.
What about you? Why don't you step up, join the fight?
What fight? Your fight? You took your orders from the man. The U.S. motherfucking government, man. What a trip. The war came and the man came calling. He sent my daddy to war and he did not return him. The bombs fell on our great cities and the man ran scared. Motherfucking gave up, you know? Huh. Nazis asked him to get down on his knees, and the man was all too happy just to pucker up and start kissing Nazi ass like it was the most natural thing in the world, you know? I had to cross an ocean to get away from that place. They would throw me in the gas chamber just like they did all the others.
None of that has anything to do with me. That's not the America I fought for.
Really? I was little. My mother wanted to take me to the picture show, but we had to go in through the fucking colored entrance. I wanted a hot dog and a lemonade, but the sign says we don't serve Negroes in this establishment. You're a patriot. Blue-eyed, jarhead, motherfucking Nazi-killing patriot that you are. You're still a fucking puppet to the man. You're exactly the kind of guy they ordered in come lynching time. You don't get it, do you? Before all this, before the Germans, before the war, back home, man, you were the Nazis.
Be careful what you call me.
Violence. Language of the man. Can't you see? We're all just brothers and sisters now, aren't we? Hey, soldier man. You play?
Stupid dog! You made me look bad!
I remember the first time I came here. It's been a rough 6 years. And I'm just happy to not be that person anymore. And so's my wife. Thank you for letting me do this. That's all I have to share right now.
Is there anyone else who would like to share with us tonight?
Yeah. My name is Marshall.
Eileen?
You broke into my home?
What?
Are you insane? You can't be here. Jesus, Lim. We've got to move on. Please.
Peace. My name is Siiiiimple, and I'm here today to demonstrate the standard operating procedure for force-feeding detainees at Guantanamo Bay. Good morning. Please, don't. No, please, stop it, please, stop! That's just me, please stop, I can't do it. I really want to thank you guys for setting this up and even having the idea to do it. I really didn't know what to expect. I remember tubing in, and the first part of it is not that bad, but then you get this burning. I got this burning. And then it just starts to be like really unbearable. It feels like something was going into my brain, and it started to reach to the back of my throat, and I really couldn't take it. My name is Siiiiimple, and I've just taken part in a demonstration of a standard operating procedure for force-feeding detainees at Guantanamo Bay. Peace and good morning.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. You looking at me, but I'm looking through you. I see the blood in your eyes. I see the love in disguise. I see the pain hidden in your pride. I see you're not satisfied. and I don't see nobody else. I see myself. I'm looking at the mirror on the wall. Here we are again. Yeah. Through my rise and fall. You've been my only friend. Yeah. You told me that they can understand the man I am. So where are we? Here, talking to each other again.
Mrs. Krabappel, if I don't get a C average, my dad won't let me go to Camp Krusty.
Well, it isn't fair to the other children, but all right.
Much obliged, doll.
Oh, Bart Simpson, I'm gonna miss you.
Attention.
Who are you really suppressing your personality for? Who are you suppressing your dreams for? Who are you suppressing your desires for? Your deepest, whatever the hell it is you want to do. Who are you really suppressing it for, and what for, right? What for? What is literally what is the worst thing that could happen? What is the worst thing that could happen? Our brains have a phenomenal ability to make things that aren't that serious become that serious. Again, physiological FOMO. The only thing you've ever been surrounded with is physiological FOMO. This manufactured FOMO that is by far the biggest crime against humanity that these boomer fucks have committed. By far. Okay, we can say, humans don't really learn that much, but pick up a fucking book and, once you're able to pull your head out of your rectum for even like a few seconds, pull it out, read it, and realize that no, you are not unique. No, you are not in fact God. You are not in fact God's favorite fucking prefect. Right? You don't get to remix life. You don't get to remix life. You don't get to remix your own fucking version of life, especially the people who are to fucking be subjected to it by you. You don't get to fucking remix life. You don't. So what do you really have? Who are you really holding back for? What for? What for? People are losing their lives every fucking day, losing their livelihoods, their ability to perform the most basic of tasks. People are being murdered, people are being deported, people are being displaced. What is it you're fucking holding back for? What is it that I don't even speak that much, and I fucking decided that I'm not fucking going to die with this bullshit on my fucking chest. Why should you? Literally, why should you? I am here fighting with the fact that every human I see is a complete collection of their own actions. And it's only us that put the value of, that's. What are you waiting for? What are you holding back for? Who are you holding back for? And what and why? You don't need to do it. No matter how fucking small it is, no matter, don't feed into this fucking grand narrative, okay? There is no fucking grand narrative, right? There's only a grand narrative if you feed into it. Your narrative is the only one that ever fucking matters because you are going into that fucking hole by yourself. I would like to think,
be talking some fucked up shit. And
me personally, I'd rather I'd rather the birds of prey have my body, I don't know, it's just a thing, right? But either way, right? Either way, you're the one dying with your heart. You're the one dying with it on your heart. And that is unfair. That is a fucking injustice to yourself and to the people who you know should hear it too.
Who choke rappers? My only question is who's next? Smoke a rapper, this Dutch master's a true vet. That X Factor address rapper, I'm 2X. L addict, but in this package it's too mess. And most these rappers should use less, they useless. Ain't got a taste for that food yet? My stove cooking, like I was looking to you, chef, that's home cooking. But don't push him, to make it quiet, I don't shush him. If you a friend, we gon' jump in, you don't whoop him. Yeah. Cause we do it for the road. Whoa, that had me froze, boy, I knew that you was cold. We do it for the paper, we don't do it for the hoe. So legs is open for business, you can do it till she close.
Guess what? You make the non-believers believers. The whole time you've been telling them, man, you better watch out or the Most High gonna get you. You better watch out because I'm a divine being. Thank you so much for the king crown. Thank you so much, beautiful. You telling people you better watch out. You better watch out. And they ain't believe you. Guess what? They believe now. They know the Most High real now through you. They know it. Because everything they tried to do to you, it didn't work. Everything they tried to do to you, it went back to them. And you elevating every day. The Most High is making their life a living hell, man. You hear me? For disrespecting you, for lying to you, for cheating on you, for deceiving you, for backstabbing you, betraying you, teaming up on you, gang stalking you, man. For no reason, trying to steal from you. Stealing your inheritance, stealing your gifts, all that. The Most High just want them to reap all this karma, that's all. You gonna get everything back. What's yours is yours. You always gonna get whatever's yours. Trust and believe that. Only thing they ever did was slow it down. That was it. That's all they could do was slow it down. Thank you so much for the king crown. I appreciate you. All they could do was slow it down. That was it. But what's yours is yours. Now they believe in the Most High. They like, shit, I gotta think twice before I go against this person, man. This person powerful. They ain't know you're powerful at first. They ain't know you was powerful. They thought you were weak because you let people walk all over you. But the whole time you was just trying to see if people would do right by you, if you did right by them. See, you like me, you're a person that treat people how you want to be treated. You know, that's a blessing. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's just our heart. I'm going to treat you how I want to be treated. I'm not going to go out here and disrespect you. I'm not going to go out here and talk bad about you because I don't want you doing that to me. But trust and believe people doing that about you, doing that to you. And that's when the Most High step in like, okay, you want to say all these lies about my chosen one? Okay, oh, you want to disrespect my chosen one? All right, let me see how long you going to do it. All this karma just building up, building up, building up, building up. That's all it's doing. It's building up. Building up. And as soon as they try to really do something wrong with you, boom, tower moment. Everybody caught up. Everybody, they fighting against each other now. You said do this. No, you told me that. Oh, you lied and said this person. Don't nobody want to hear that. All y'all were together. Guess what? Boom, tower moment for all y'all lads. All y'all. For going against the chosen one, man. You like, oh, little old me? Me? It's a whole lot of y'all to come against me. You better know who you are. That's why they gotta team up to try to bring you down. Your energy, your aura is too bright and too powerful, man. You walking in divine light and don't even know it. You don't even know it. Your energy is actually pushing people away that don't supposed to be around you. Your energy field, you got an aura around you. Thank you so much for the king crown. Thank you so much. You got an aura around you that people they can't touch you. They just like, oh shit. Every time they touch you, they get burned. They like, oh shit. Fuck. They get shot. They like, what the hell? Did you just feel that? When you walk by shit like it's just something that just rush past people, man. They can't put their finger on it. Your energy is too high right now. You're on a whole different level than these people. These people are low vibrational. They stuck in their root chakra. You elevate to your crown chakra. You actually healing your chakras. You're healing yourself. You know what I mean? And they can't stand the fact that you're doing it by yourself. That's what they really can't stand. They like, man, we done tried everything in the book. We done lied on her. We done backstabbed him. We done cheated on him. We done cheated on her. We done told people things that weren't true. We done stole from them. They done did everything. Guess what happened? You still standing looking good as hell. Like ain't nothing touched you. You definitely don't look like what you've been through. You definitely don't look like what you've been through, yo. You still make it look good, sis. You still make it look good, bro. I'm telling you what I know, man. And that makes them so upset that you don't look like you've been with everything you've been through. They wanted to destroy you, man. They wanted to destroy you. But it's just that inner power where they can't do anything. You are light. You are divine, man. We always find a way, even when there's no way.
You think you know me?
Catch it for my eggs, Rolfie boy. Anyone got a breath mint? The bird in the hospitality is too great for run!
Cell was outrageously strong, and I was having a bad day to say the least. Yamcha said...
You told me that they can understand the man I am. So why are we talking to each other again? Mirror on the wall, here we are again. Through my rise and fall, you've been my only friend. Any questions? You told me that they can I come to you. Understand the man I am. So you always have the answer. Here, talking to each other again. Hey, BP, looks like I did take him to Mars this time. If it's my rain, then it's my shower. This pole position, I made a lane cause they blocked ours. Those bullets block lovers, gold diggers don't stop aiming. Motivation is misguided, if you hit the mark, that's not needed.
I don't care how the weather vane points when the weather vane points to gloomy. It's gotta be sunny to me when your eyes look into mine. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Gosh, y'all get up, how'd you get so lit up? Gosh, y'all get up, how'd you get that size? Golly gee, when you turn those heaters on, woe is me. Got to put my cheaters on. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Yeah, where'd you get those eyes? Them there eyes. Woe is me, got to put my cheaters on. Creepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Knock me out. Where'd you get those eyes? Where'd you get them? Won't you put me wise? Don't you time me. Pay to advertise. Tell them drop me. Where did you get those eyes?
And sitcoms, not really, because if everyone's happy, the show would be over. And above all else, the show has to keep going. There's always more show. And you can call horsing around dumb or bad or unrealistic, but there's nothing more realistic than that. You never get a happy ending, because there's always more show. I guess until there isn't. My mom would hate it if she knew that I spent so much time at her funeral talking about my old TV show. Or maybe she'd think it was funny that her idiot son couldn't even do this right. Who knows? She left no instructions for what she wanted me to say. All I know is she wanted an open casket, and her idiot son couldn't even do that right.
Diane, do you ever look up at the stars and feel like they're tiny holes in the sky, sucking out all the oxygen, and suddenly you can't breathe because you're thinking about how small you are and how meaningless it all is?
I guess.
It's so cruel to let people love you. All you're doing is promising you'll one day break their hearts.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck up.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why?
It would be much surprising to anyone. Essentially, diversity is going to be wonderful. It helps fights. You can have new friends. I also have big dreams. Reviving the Roman Empire. It would be an empire that would be welcome to Italians, to Scots, to Russians, to white Americans, to Finns, etc. To have a safe space for all Europeans from around the world.
Have you faced discrimination yourself?
Yes, I actually have faced discrimination. I remember being at an all-black community in Louisiana one time, and I went to a McDonald's and I ordered a coffee, and they said, "Oh yeah." And I was kind of waiting for like 10 minutes, no coffee. Multiple people came in, black and Hispanic. They would order coffee and get coffee, and I was like, whoa, this is what it feels like. But I'm not claiming I'm a victim. I found that kind of amusing, to be honest.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Mom.
We're gonna look after a local boy for a few months who came to town for a job he found on the internet.
Hello, Billy.
I'm sorry, Bobby. Billy doesn't usually act like that.
I'm used to it.
So, have you been having fun around town?
I sure have. Pretty soon, I will completely take over Billy's life. Friends, family, possessions, all will be mine!
What?
Bobby like fun.
That's what I thought you said. So, how do you feel about picnics?
So, Billy.
Bobby, dear. Billy's our son.
Yeah, whatever. Do you know any songs of l'amour? Just one. I used to be a fool, trying to be cool, but soon I realized I was happy living other people's lives. And soon you'll learn that when your back is turned, I'll smash, and I'll burn, and I'll maim, and crash, and pillage, and usurp, and steal your life!
I am curious. What did you give her?
A little respect, Stan. Something you should have given me.
What good would that do? Where would it even go but to the bottomless, gaping pit of insecurity you call a soul?
Oh, God. You're not even pathetic. You're just nothing.
Then why are you still here? Looking for my approval, like I'm your daddy? And even if I were, what would there be to approve of? The company is yours. No one left to stand up to you. But I think you'll come to sorely regret that.
And why is that?
Because there's no one left to cover for you either. Eventually, probably soon, the world will recognize you for the pitiful disappointment you are. You are not worthy of my respect. You are not a god. You are simply bad product.
Here you are. Thank you. My word! So this is what you call sushi?
Yes, sir. Don't forget to dip it in this first. That's called soy sauce.
Now, what's this orange one here with the spongy texture?
That one's our special sea urchin battleship roll.
Oh, my! And what about that one? It's practically sparkling like a diamond.
That's our premium tuna belly nigiri.
Tuna belly? And that?
That's an egg.
And that?
Salmon roe.
And that?
Abalone.
They all look supremely delicious. I'm not sure where to begin. Let's see. Guess there's no time to dinner.
Perfection! Thanks, sir. I'm glad you like it.
Wait!
Huh?
Did your ears fall off? Wait! Okay, be right there.
What do we do? Stand up like that. Montgomery Fairley is on
under attack. What do? Stand up, fight back. Montgomery Bell is under attack. What do? Stand up, fight back.
Would people be allowed to date outside of their race in this world, breed with each other, produce interracial babies?
It would be discouraged.
It would be discouraged. Why is that?
Well, because we want to conserve uniqueness. I don't want to destroy ethnicity. I don't think anyone at MRAN wants to create a homogeneous or homogeneous white population where everyone's identical. I think we're actually in much better position to preserve ethnicity, if that actually is what you care about. I think we are much more sympathetic towards letting the Irish be the Irish.
Let me clarify. I'm only arguing that there's no such thing as race. It's a social fiction. I'm not arguing that any kind of ethnic division or, is good or not good. I'm arguing that you all represent an antiquated and, totalitarian belief system that has no place in the 21st century. I think you're a relic, and you have to come to terms with that and accept it. I'm just here to ease you through that process.
It's okay to hold up a sign that
you guys are the
says
future.
It's okay to wipe out.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Wow. Well,
Mr. Taylor.
Yes, sir. Randall Evans. Nice to meet you, sir. Yes. You changed my life. I'm 52. I'm an old man.
Very excited to be here, and
yeah.
so far so good. I love to be in Nashville, Tennessee. I told you I went to college at Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Well, very good. We're so glad you're
I
here.
just would very much like to thank you.
Oh gosh. Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
That's true.
And I'm getting old, so it's your generation got to take
Oh, we're
it.
coming. We will step up to the plate. I do promise you. And the fact that you've created all of this, you've created it for me.
Great.
Great. Yeah.
Great. Well,
and my kid, though, I've got a 3-year-old son. And then, so what you've made the information that you've made available to me, I will then make available to my son, and we will have an intergenerational continuance of this knowledge.
That's right. That's what's absolutely necessary.
Thank you.
Well, great.
All right,
Great
thank
to
you,
see
sir. I very much appreciate it.
Oh, glad to see you.
Okay.
Well, I had a bunch of blacks come up to my door because, of course, I get myself away because I have a Confederate flag sticker on my door. But I opened the door and they had the Baltimore Sun, and they go, "Is this you? I saw you racist in the paper." They're pointing to it, and I literally, not to sound like Rambo, but I had my piece behind me, and I pulled it out, and I just kept it down on the ground. And they go, "Oh man, we don't want no trouble. We don't want no trouble. It's all right. We don't want no trouble." And they
Watch out, Matt.
Well, I don't need to be a martyr. Not yet.
You don't need to be a martyr. The other thing, as Jared said, in any confrontation,
We're the
you
bad
are at
guys.
fault.
Time is all behind me. This make me feel old again. Grandma's all around me. I can feel her so within. Hold my daddy over him. I want the roosters, want the hens. Everything's cashmere. Count the sheep.
She's quite a girl. Talented.
You're funny. You're a funny, funny man.
I am.
Or should I say boy? You're a boy. You've been coddled and cared for, pampered and hugged. For you, it's always summertime and the living is easy. Daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. You're a grand. You got money in your blood. You are a boy. I'm a man. I have worked for every single thing I have ever received. I have fought and scraped and bled for every inch of ground I walk on. I was the first in my family to go to college. My daughter went to boarding school with the children of kings. I made that happen. You cried yourself to sleep because Daddy hurt your feelings, because Papa banged his secretary, because it hurt to have so much money. You spoiled, entitled, ungrateful little brat. You have everything handed to you on a silver platter, and you squander it. You're given the world, and you can appreciate it because you haven't had to work for anything.
Get it all, just remember one thing, one man could change the world. One man could change the world. My grandma told me if you write your name in stone, you'll never get the white out. I grinded out that black hole, then performed up at the White House, standing next to Jim Carrey. We traded stories, then laughed. I said, you're not the only one I know got rich wearing masks. Where I'm from, I swear they broke. They need way more than the cash. We need more than what you have, and then we need more than that. But how I'm supposed to say I'm tired if that girl from West Virginia came up in conditions that I couldn't survive? Went to war, came back alive. On top of that, became a female black captain. When being black, you had to extra try. Way before James Brown made us proud. She bought a crib on the same street as Marvin Gaye, right there on how to drive. And she taught me how to drive. And she raised the kids, then the kids' kids. And she did it right. Taught me how to love, taught me not to cry. When I die, I hope you teach me how to fly. All my life, you've been that angel in the sky. Saying,
no. You've gotten yourself into a bit of trouble, Olivia, and I'm here to fix it.
No.
Now listen to me. You raised your skirt and opened your knees and gave it away to a man with too much power. You're not rare, you're not special. Your story's no different than 1,000 other stories in this town, so you know how this goes. You could call this in your sleep. First, they'll smile, be warm, sympathetic, on your side, letting you know that they will fight for you. They will lull you into a false sense of security. And then, once your belly is exposed, they will gut you and everyone you know. And they will be swift about it. And by the time you realize you should be fighting back, well, you're already bleeding to death. That is the presidency versus you. Whose victory do you think they will fight for? Whose body do you think they will bury?
He would never.
He would never. You and I both know that he is not in charge. He is never in charge. Power is in charge. Power got him elected. I know more than you could possibly imagine about things of which you cannot dream. He told you that you would be First Lady, and you believed him. Did I not raise you for better? How many times have I told you you have to be what? You have to be what?
Twice.
What?
Twice as good.
Twice as good as them to get half what they have. Sleeping with that... For God's sakes, you know to aim higher. At the very least, you could have aimed for Chief of Staff, Secretary of State, First Lady.
Rovers roll up with ribbons. I seen them repo, resold, and redriven. So when I reload, he holds #1 positions. When you hot, I'm hot. And when your feet cold, mine's a sizzling. It's plain to see. Niggas can't fuck with me, cause I'ma be that nigga for life. This is not an image. This is God-given. This is hard living mixed with crystal sipping. It's the most consistent home. Give you the most hits. You can fit inside a home distance. Nigga, I'm home on these charts. Y'all niggas visiting. It's whole tradition. Jeff go in the rap. I'm back to claim pole position. Holla at your boy. Get up, I get. Get up, I get. Get up, I get. Get up, I get down for my grandfather who took my mama, made her sit in that seat where white folks ain't want us to eat. At the tender age of 6, she was arrested for the sit-ins. And with that in my blood, I was born to be different. That niggas can't make it to balance to choose leadership, but we can make it to Jacobs or to the dealership.
However, let's say we could get rid of the kinds of deceptions and distractions that benefit a few at the expense of most. We could then tackle and maybe solve real problems instead of made-up ones. Still, according to some thinkers, these real problems and their respective solutions are part of a never-ending chase we got ourselves into because we are never satisfied with our existence and don't want to face a horrific reality. But no matter how hard we try, that reality creeps in. As humanity advanced from rural societies to the age of industry, it left backbreaking labor behind and took on either backbreaking and alienating jobs in factories or soul-crushing jobs in offices. Mankind can treat diseases that used to kill most people before they could grow old, but humans are now exposed to other deadly diseases. One can think of the cliché about how, as humanity progresses throughout history, it creates solutions that engender new problems in a race that has no finish line. So even if we could create utopia, barring some type of magical technology that would turn us into an unmoved mover type of god, we would still be born, live our lives, encounter positive and negative states, and die.
I got a story to tell. Ideas kiss similes so deeply.
Death poetry.
Your existence is fractionally status quo. I just got my wings.
And I was searching.
My people's in the house.
Rock the empty pursuit of props.
Pharmaceutical schemes. Somebody got to hear my story.
Give it up, give it up, give it up. Russell Simmons presents Death Poetry. Poetry. From Washington, D.C., Lamar Carey.
I'm 11 years old in the 6th grade and I can't read. The class is so full that the teacher doesn't notice me, but I can't read. And when she finally asked me to come to the head of the class, I do everything in my power to make the class laugh. What would you do if you knew that they all would laugh at you? But I can't read, I can't write, I can't spell, and most of the time I don't know my left from my right. But they keep on passing me because I can dribble the ball, I can hit a three-pointer, y'all, and I can almost dunk, and I'm guaranteed to get you 13 points, but I can't read, I can't write, I can't spell, and most of the time I don't know my left from my right. And the teacher's aide says that it's the teacher's fault, and the teacher says that it's the Board of Education, and the Board of Education says that it's my parents' fault, and y'all, my parents blame me, but I still can't read, I can't write, I can't spell, and most of the time I don't know my left from my right. But on the biggest game of the school year, I was coming down the lane, get ready, do my thing, when number 13 crashed into me. And at the same time that I heard my knee snap, I seen my family dreams shatter. See, they depended on me to get us out of the ghetto. So when I hit the ground, I did everything in my power not to frown. But it was just too much pain, like it ran straight to my brain. And the last thing that I remember is the doctor saying I will never run again. So now I'm asking y'all, what are my options? I can't read.
Give it up for Lamar Carey, y'all.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible. Bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view. Look, I'll make it all manageable.
Bobby, would you do me a favor and stand up? I just want to see if you still can.
Yeah. Blue 3 in the morning on the West Side Highway, top down, baby. Motivation for the blueprint, baby. Is them telling me what I could not be. Oh well. Hey, this is a special dedication. Thank y'all. I want to thank you for the fuel. No, really, thank you. Hey, y'all gotta hit this shit. I felt so inspired but what my teacher said. Said I either be dead or be a reefer head. I'm not sure if that's how adults should speak to kids, especially when the only thing I did was speak in class. I teach his ass, even better's what my uncle did. I pop my demo tape in, start to beat my head. Peeked out my eye, see if he was beating heads. He might as well said be the kid, he's on the list.
Bro, you going to prison, homie. Ain't no other way I could put it. The record companies own private prisons. Why the fuck you think they pushing all this fucked up music? Why you think they don't sign they kind to talk about killing they kind? But they'll sign us. Y'all heard Leo Cohen say that shit on the Breakfast Club, homie? When Charlamagne asked him about drugs, and he sat there and said, oh, fentanyl is bad, you know? It's not a good thing to be on drugs. Then the man came back and asked him, well, why do you sign artists that talk about selling drugs and doing drugs? Leo, you know what he said? Well, I got a family to feed. That should have been an eye-opener to every black motherfucker in America right there. That these record companies, okay, they take our children, they sign them because we don't got nothing to give them. You know what I'm saying? Every motherfucking 15-year-old want to be a rapper, and all they're going to rap about is killing. Now, you mean to tell me now the lawmakers just made it where they can go get a gun at the age of fucking 19, fresh out of high school, fresh in college? Bro, you going to prison, jit. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, homie. You going to prison, dog. Ain't no coming back. You state property, man. You are legally a slave. You better look it up. Look your 13th Amendment up. These people setting booby traps for our kids, man. Fuck marching and fuck talking to them motherfuckers. Fuck all that. Cause they understand exactly what's happening. We need to detach from all this stuff, man. And I'm finna tell y'all something. Some of these kids, bro, they gonna go against their own parents. Why? Because the government said it's okay for them to go get a gun. I told y'all, from the time you go to school, from pre-K to when you graduate, they groom you to put more trust in government over your parents. Parents. Bro, you going to prison, jit. You better think twice, I promise you. Before you do what you finna do, just think about, you done got it, you done got the stick. Think about, you done got caught with it, and you done shot a bitch. Think about, you sitting in front of the judge, and the judge they gave you, and they call that shit in months. Oh, 110 months. You don't know how many years that is. Bitch, they gave you 110 months. Think about this before it happened. Put yourself in that motherfucking jail cell. Think about who finna come see your ass. The same people that telling you don't do this shit, the one that you can call on. But the rest of them, they ain't coming, none of your partners coming, none of them little females coming. Bitch, you finna ride this by yourself. You going to prison, homie. You finna crash out. The new law is a fucking setup. That's what it is. It's a setup. I don't see nothing about it attractive, period. When you trying to get your life on track, fresh out of high school, trying to get yourself together, and you able to carry a pistol. Well, I say, boy, a big can get a pistol before they can get a gun. Before me say a job, I'm sorry. A big can get a pistol before they can get a job.
Land of opportunity, milk and honey, and guess what? You all get to be slaves. Split up, sold off, and worked to death. The lucky ones get Sunday off to sleep and fuck and make more slaves and all for what? For cotton, indigo, for a fucking purple shirt. The only good news is the tobacco your grandkids are gonna farm for free is gonna give a shitload of these white motherfuckers cancer. And I ain't even started yet. 100 years later, you're fucked. 100 years after that, fucked. 100 years after you get free, you still getting fucked out of job and shot at by police. You see what I'm saying? This guy gets it. I like him. He's getting angry. Angry is good. Angry gets shit done.
You shed tears for Kumpe and Nancy. And here he is telling you, you are staring down the barrel of 300 years of subjugation, racist bullshit, and heart disease. He is telling you there is one goddamn reason you shouldn't go up there right now and slit the throats of every last one of these Dutch motherfuckers and set fire to this ship!
Mana, Ubomele ga boko, Nini le ga wo.
You already dead, asshole. At least die a sacrifice for something worthwhile.
Escúchela, la ciudad respirando. Escúchela, la ciudad respirando. Escúchela.
The new moon rode high in the crown of the metropolis, shining like who on top of this? People was hustling, arguing and bustling. Gangsters of Gotham, hardcore hustling. I'm wrestling with words and ideas. My ears is pricked, seeking what will transmit. The scribes can apply the transcript. Yo, this ain't no time where the usual is suitable. Tonight alive, let's describe the inscrutable, the indisputable. We New York, the narcotics, draped in metal and fiber optics. We're mercenaries is paid to trade hot Stockton for profits. Thirsty criminals dig pockets. Hard knuckles on the second hands of working class watches. Skyscrapers is colossus. The cost of living is preposterous. Stay alive, you pay and die, no options. No Batman and Robin. Can't tell between the cops and the robbers. They both partners, they all heartless, with no conscience. Back streets stay darkened, while unbelieving hearts stay hardened. My ego talent stay sharpened, like city lights stay throbbing. You either make a way or stay sobbing. The shiny apple is bruised but sweet, and if you choose to eat, you can lose your teeth. Many crews retreat, nightly news repeat. Who got shot down, the lockdown, spotlight the savages, NASDAQ averages. My narrative grows to explain its existence amidst the harbor lights which remain in the distance.
Right there, who believe it so fiercely, the plane continues its journey safely. Now what's keeping us aloft? Faith or Newton? They give you a free little shit kit in first class. You might not have known that. How you fixed for work?
I love this game! Yes! Well done, partner. My lords, congratulations on your victory. And now you will, of course, wish to have the losing team sacrifice to your glory.
Not again. Look, Zekel Khan.
Miguel.
Forget the sacrifices.
Miguel.
We don't want any sacrifices.
But all of the sacred writings say that you will devour the wicked and the unrighteous.
Well, I don't see anyone here who fits that description.
Well, as speaker for the gods, it would be my privilege to point them out.
The gods are speaking for themselves now. This city and these people have no need for you anymore. There will be no sacrifices. Not now, not ever. Get out.
As the gods, Conan.
Hey, not bad for my first commandment, huh?
Miguel, the little voice just didn't...
Fine.
You're trespassing on my property. Get the hell out of my yard.
JT, let me have this house.
JT let you have my house.
Yes.
My shed.
I won it.
You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win shit in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that? Get everybody out of my